Good morning, class 12C. We are doing the chapter Change in Profit Sharing Ratio among Existing Partners. Now is the time to talk about the adjustment of accumulated profits or losses of the previous firm, or any general or specific reserve which was already existing. For example, workmen compensation reserve, investment fluctuation reserve, or any other general reserve. There can be two conditions when the reserves are treated. It can either be shown in the books of account, or it can be given away to the partners and it will be written off. For both these cases, we pass a certain set of journal entries. So for this, please give a heading: treatment of accumulated profits, losses. Treatment of accumulated profits, losses, reserves at the time of reconstitution of the firm. At the time of reconstitution of the firm. The general entries passed are, and then you have to write the journal entry for transfer of accumulated reserves, and profits. Please note, this is not loss, only reserves and profits, because in this case, if it is a profit, it has to be given away to the partners. So accumulated profits and reserves, transfer of accumulated profits and reserves to the partners. Reserves account debit, or it can be a general reserve, specific reserve, investment reserve, any reserve. Reserve account debit. Also profit and loss account debit. Reserves को डेबिट कर सकते हैं. Profit and loss account debit. In the bracket you write if profit. You will debit PL account if it was a profit. Workmen compensation reserve. Workmen compensation reserve. WORKMEN. Workmen compensation reserve. This also debit. Workmen compensation reserve debit. Investment fluctuation reserve debit. Investment fluctuation reserve debit. 2. Partners capital account or current account. Now you know either of the two will be written. Either to partners capital account we will write, or we will write to partners current account. We will write to partners capital account in case it is a fluctuating capital, and we will write partners current account in case it is a fixed capital. Now if the question does not tells you if this is a fluctuating capital firm or a fixed capital firm, so by default what will you assume? It is a
fluctuating.
Yes, it is a fluctuating firm. Now let us deal with these journal entries what you have written. If the question is talking about reserves, so you will write general reserve account debit to A's capital account, to B's capital account, to C's capital account. This is a breakup of these journal entries. Every time you don't have to mention the whole slab of this journal entry. Whichever is applicable, only that you will use. If the question is talking about general reserve, they say the general reserve which was existing in the firm is now to be distributed between the among the partners. So general reserve account debit to A's capital account, to B's capital account, to C's capital account, and this will be done in the old profit sharing ratio. This will be done in the old profit sharing ratio of the partners. Please write this also. In the narration you can write distribution of reserves, profits and specific reserves. Specific reserves means workmen compensation and investment fluctuating. So reserves, profits and specific reserves distributed to partners in old profit sharing ratio. In old profit sharing ratio. So if it is a general reserve debit to A, B, C in their old profit sharing ratio. Any confusion with this, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now what is the second thing? Profit and loss. The question mentions there was a profit of rupees 1,50,000 and before reconstitution the partners decided to adjust it. So profit and loss account debit to A capital account to B's capital account to C's capital account means the accumulated profit is now distributed or given away to the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Why are they doing it in the old profit sharing ratio? Because this profit, this reserve is of that firm which was old. So profit sharing ratio which will be applicable, that will also be the old profit sharing ratio. Now it is reconstituted, new reserves will come into existence, new profit will come into existence, and this is how we are going to deal it with the new ratio. But this was of the old form, that is why it will be dealt only with the old profit sharing ratio. So इस तरह से आप इसे याद रख सकते हैं. It belongs to the previous form, the old form, and that is why you are going to distribute in the old profit sharing ratio. Now the next one, workman compensation. What is workman compensation? Can anyone tell me? If not, quickly tell me, ma'am, we don't know, so I will explain. If you know, please confirm. Have you ever heard this term? You are in class 12, come on. Workman compensation. Have you studied it in final accounts?
And the employees get compensation of.
You are not clearly audible, Amar, however you tried. Okay. Please repeat. One by one. Dipanshi, wait. Yes?
And the employees which they get compensation.
Ha, very nice. You at least know the concept. Yes, Dipanshi, what are you saying? Please mention.
Set aside for future use.
Okay. Now let me give you a very common example. Suppose there was a worker who was working in a factory who was operating machines. And then due to an unfortunate accident, he lost one of his arm. He will be paid compensation by the company. He will be paid compensation by the business enterprise. This compensation which the employers have to pay to the employees if in case an accident arises. For this, a provision has to be made, a reserve has to be made, and this is called as workmen's compensation reserve. Since the existence of the business, we will keep aside a certain amount of reserve which will be used in case there is an accident. Because when the accident arises and if it is a big one, suppose ऐसा accident हुआ कि वो workman जो था वो फिर कभी भी job करने के लायक ही नहीं बचा. You have to pay them a very huge amount, 50 lakh rupees sometimes, 20 lakh rupees sometimes. For this, a reserve is created. That is called as the workman compensation reserve. Clear, children? So if this will be there, और अगर इसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ी, if there were no accidents, fortunately there were no accidents, so in this case this reserve will continue to be there in the books of account, and when the firm is to be reconstituted, then this reserve will be given away to the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Clear with this? Clear with the condition also? Okay. Now the next one is investment fluctuation. What is fluctuation? The electricity is fluctuating.
Not regular.
Haphazard, irregular, it can take any twist, right? So we are not sure about it. It is very uncertain. Investments market, like stock market में अगर ये firm invest करती थी, so they were afraid in case my share prices goes down, then what will happen? Oh, I have to lose all my money in the share market. Let us create a reserve so that if in case I have to lose money, then too I will be having a reserve, a support for me to compensate the loss which was created. Now for this purpose they create a investment fluctuation reserve. In the question you will see there are conditions when investment fluctuation reserve was distributed to partners, or certain amount of investment fluctuation is actually used when the value of investments go up and down. When the value of investments go down, then you will have to compensate. You will take money from this reserve and you will compensate the loss which has arisen due to any fluctuation in the market, stock market conditions. Clear what is investment fluctuation, what is workman compensation, and general reserve is a general one. PL account is for the profits. Now there is a situation for the transfer of accumulated losses. There is a situation that the firm was making losses, their PL account was showing a loss, net loss. In this case, you will just reverse the journal entry. What will you do? You will debit partner's capital account and to PL account, to profit and loss account, right? To partners capital or current account, partners capital or current account debit. How will you write 2 in the debit side? Partners capital or current account debit. The heading goes journal entry for accumulated losses. Journal entry for accumulated losses or deferred expenditures, or deferred, DEFERRED, deferred expenditures. I hope you know what are deferred expenditures. The amount is so huge that it cannot be managed in the same year, so small portions of it are provided every year in the PL account. For example, advertisement amount of advertisement expense of a very huge amount. If all 20 lakhs will be given away in the same year, the firm will go into losses. So what we do, we defer it. Anyways, partners capital or current account debit to profit and loss account. In the bracket you write if loss. So remember, PL account is debited if it is a profit, and PL account is credited in the journal entry if it is a loss. To profit and loss account in the brackets if loss. And also you write to deferred revenue expenditures. To deferred revenue expenditures. For this you can write, children, advertisement suspense account. Advertisement suspense account. Now if you have books, please turn to question number 9 into your books. All the adjustments, all the illustrations which are there, they very nicely deal with all the adjustments which I have told you. But then you have to practice them also. Question number 9. Accounting of reserves, accumulated profits and losses. Please note down a question. Question number 9. Nitya and Anand are partners in a firm. The quicker you write the question, the quickly we are going to solve it. Nitya and Anand are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:2. Sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:2. Full stop. With effect from 1st April 2021, they decided to share profits and losses equally. So what was the old ratio? 3:2. What is the new ratio? 1:1. They decided to share the profits and losses equally. On the date of change in profit sharing ratio, means on the date of reconstitution. The profit and loss account showed a credit balance. What do we mean when they say it shows a credit balance? Come on. PL account credit balance. What does this show? Profit or loss?
Profit.
Thank you. It shows a credit balance. Profit and loss account shows a credit balance of rupees 1,50,000. Profit and loss account shows a credit balance of rupees 1,50,000. Pass necessary journal entries. For the distribution of profit immediately before the change in profit sharing ratio. Immediately before the change in profit sharing ratio. I repeat, Nitya and Anand, two partners are there. Their old ratio was 3:2. Their new ratio is 1:1 because they decided to share profits and losses equally. The profit which was existing was 1,50,000. You have to pass necessary journal entries before there is change in PL ratio. What we have to do? We have to distribute the accumulated profit. Now let us do this question. Is the board clearly visible to each one of you children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. This is on the note that you have already completed in question number 8. If you have not done, then you are at loss. You are not going to understand. So their old ratio is from is to 2 and the new ratio is 1:1. Now also the question says you have to distribute the profit of rupees 1,50,000 before the adjustment of profit. So what we simply have to do is, since this was a profit, we will write profit and loss account debit to Nitya's capital account and to Anand's capital account. So PL account debit to Nitya's capital account and to Anand's capital account. Quickly tell me, how will you distribute this 1,50,000? Is the board properly visible? How will you distribute this 1,50,000? Which ratio will you follow? Come on.
Ma'am, old ratio.
Very nice. We will distribute the profits and loss to Nitya and Anand in their old profit sharing ratio. So PL account debit by 1,50,000 rupees and Nitya's account will be credited with 3/5 and Anand's account will be credited with 2/5. So 1,50,000 into 3/5, 90,000 and with 2/5 it goes 60,000. And what will be the narration? Accumulated profit distributed to partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Accumulated profit distributed to partners in old profit sharing ratio. Has everyone copied this? Has everyone copied this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let us quickly do question number 10 also, since we have time today. Please write the question. Om and Shiv are partners in a firm in the ratio 4:1. Om and Shiv are partners sharing profits and loss in the ratio 4:1. So this is their old ratio. They decided to share future profits in 3:2. New ratio, we don't have to do anything with this. They decided to share profits and losses in 3:2 with effect from 1st April 2021. With effect from 1st April 2021. On that day, the PL account or the profit and loss account shows a debit balance. It shows a debit balance of 1 lakh, which means this question is of accumulated loss. Has everyone copied the journal entry? Should I rub it?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. So question number 10. Now let's do question number 10. Question number 10 says there are two partners, Om and Shiv. Their old profit and loss sharing ratio is 4:1. 4:1. Yes. And the new ratio comes out to be 3:2. You write or you don't write, doesn't matter. 3:2. Also, the debit balance. Now when it is a debit balance, means it is a loss. And a loss of rupees 1 lakh was incurred. Now let's discuss this through our journal entry. What will you do? This time, since this is a loss, owns capital account debit. Shifts capital account to calculate the profit amount meanwhile. Divide this in 4:1. Shifts capital account debit to profit and loss account. Okay. Partners capital account debit to profit and loss account. How much is the amount for each one of these? Yes. Own will be debited with how much? Come on.
Ma'am, 80,000.
Repeat.
Ma'am, 80,000.
80,000 and
20,000. 20,000.
it means you have understood the concept, right? So we have divided the accumulated loss in the old profit sharing ratio, which was 80,000 and 20,000 for home and chip respectively, and we have credited PL account. So what shall be the narration? Listen, for narration you have separate marks in any journal entry. So please don't forget to mention this when you are writing an exam. Loss, accumulated loss, you can write accumulated loss adjusted in partners old ratio. Accumulated loss of the firm adjusted in partners old ratio. Got it? Copy it, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, note it down. I will give you time. Note it down. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Now write a question for workman compensation. Write down a question. You can write question, treatment of workman compensation reserve. Treatment of workman compensation reserve. I'll give you this question and this contains all the treatments, all the journal entries related to workman compensation. Write down a question. Next question in your registers. Ram, Shyam and Mohan sharing profits and loss. Ram, Shyam and Mohan sharing profits and loss in the ratio 4:3:2. Ram, Shyam and Mohan sharing profits and loss in the ratio 4:3:2. So underline this and on top of it write down old ratio. Okay, so whenever you get a question in partnership, basically partners को underline कर लेना चाहिए हमको, उनके old ratios if it is mentioned in the questions उसे भी underline कर लेना चाहिए, and the new ratios. So it will help you out in doing the question quickly. So 4:3:2 is their old ratio. They decided to share future profits. They decided to share future profits and losses. They decided to share future profits and losses in the ratio 2:3:4. I repeat, 2:3:4. And 2:3:4, this is their new ratio. Underline this also. The workmen compensation reserve of the firm, the workmen compensation, WORKMEN, plural, the workmen compensation reserve of the firm, ये वो वाली फॉर्म है जो पहले एग्जिस्ट कर रही थी and now it has been reconstituted. The workmen compensation reserve of the firm was rupees 90,000, was rupees 90,000 and Workmen compensation reserve was rupees 90,000. Don't write and, please cut it. Full stop. Pass necessary journal entries in the following cases. Pass necessary journal entries in the following cases. And let us talk about what are the cases. Case 1. When no information for claim is given. When we are not told that they claimed this compensation reserve during the course of firm. There was no accident, no compensation was paid. So first case is when no information for claim is given. We will do the journal entry. Case 2. Write down the case 2. When there was no claim. So basically first two are the same. In the first case the question is not talking about the claim. In the second case it says that there were no claims at all. In the first case we don't know, and when we don't know we treat it as it was not given. When the question does not tell you that the claim was distributed and given and how, then you treat it as if it was not given at all. Case 2 says when there was no claim at all. When there was no claim at all. Case 3. Case 3. When rupees 45,000 were claimed from Workmen Compensation Reserve. When rupees 45,000 were claimed. When rupees 45,000 were claimed from Workmen Compensation Reserve. So in the bracket you can write reserve is greater than compensation. Write down R, make a greater than sign, and write down C. Reserve is greater than compensation. I will tell you what will be the changes in the journal entry. Reserve is greater than compensation. Bracket close. Case 4. Let us talk about case 4. Now for case 4, when a claim of rupees 99,000 was given. In this case, the amount of claim which was actually paid was higher than the reserve which was kept. A claim of rupees 99,000 was given as workmen compensation. The amount of 99,000 was given as a claim of workmen compensation. What will you write in the bracket? Reserve is smaller than compensation. So you can write reserve, make a sign which is greater towards C, R, and then the symbol, and C greater than, reserve is smaller than compensation, means compensation this time is greater than reserve. Earlier case, R was greater than C. This case, C is greater than R. C greater than R. Okay? Are you able to understand the cases, what all is happening? First case, they don't know. Second case, there was no claim. Third case, they paid an amount but it was lesser than the reserve. In the fourth case, they paid an amount but it was greater than the reserve. In the last case, when a claim of rupees 90,000 was paid, when R was equal to C, when reserve was equal to compensation, when the amount of reserve was equal to compensation, a claim of rupees 90,000 was paid. Let us solve all of them one by one. Write down the first journal entry. Case 1. So we will write this question from Workmen Compensation Reserve. Now in the first case, when no claim was when no claim was made, what will you do? Since this is a reserve, this holds a credit balance. To adjust it, to remove it away, you will write get all on the debit side. Workmen's compensation reserve account debit, and whom will you credit? You will credit the partner's capital account. Ram, Shyam and Mohan. To Ram, Shyam and Mohan. Ram's capital account, Shyam's capital account and Mohan's capital account. What is the amount of reserve which was maintained? It was rupees 90,000. How will you divide it with amongst Ram, Shyam and Mohan? You will divide it in their old profit sharing ratio. What was it? Old profit sharing ratio? 4:3:2. Now come on, solve it. Rupees 90,000 distributed amongst Ram, Shyam and Mohan in old profit sharing ratio. Workmen compensation reserve account debit to Ram, Shyam and Mohan. What shall be the amount? 90,000 in the ratio 4:3:2.
Ma'am, 40,000. 30,000.
40,000,
30,000.
30,000,
20,000. And 28,000.
20. Okay. Is it better now? The whole entry is visible to you. Okay. So this is the first case when the reserve, workmen compensation reserve, divided amongst existing partners in old profit sharing ratio. Divided among partners in old profit sharing ratio. Has everyone copied the journal entry? Kindly be quick. Done?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Now talking about case 2. First case was when no information was given. So by default what we do? We will debit any reserve and we will credit the partner's capital account. Now when there was no claim, then to adjust the already existing reserves, we have to do the same thing. We will debit the reserve account if it is a general reserve, if it is a workmen compensation reserve. We will debit the reserve account to partner's capital account. Now for case 2 also, you can either copy the same journal entry once again or you write the journal entry is same as case 1. Neither the entry will change nor the amounts will change. This is case 2 also. Case 2, same journal entry. Write down same as case 1. Should I rub it off now?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone who's copying? Okay. Now let us talk about case 3. Let us talk about case 3. Okay. Satakshi, please read out what was case 3. Yes. Satakshi, please read out case 3. Purvi? Read out
I have
case
the
3.
old book.
Doesn't matter. I have dictated the question. How can you say that you have an old book? I have dictated the question only. Yes, Purvi.
Ma'am, when rupees 45,000 were claimed from workmen compensation reserve.
Okay. Now let us first understand this. The total workmen compensation reserve which was available to us was rupees 90,000. Now out of this amount, how much is claimed? We claimed rupees 45,000. So you must always know that the amount of reserve was greater than the amount of compensation which was made. We still have something in the reserve. How much do we still have? We we still have rupees 45,000 left. The amount which is left or the amount which is remaining. Have you all understood this much? Have you all understood this much? 90,000 was the claim. Was
Yes,
the
ma'am.
total reserve, out of which we have claimed 40,000 and 45,000, sorry, and 45,000 is still remaining. So ये जो claimed amount है, we will credit this all together, and the remaining 45,000 will be given to Ram, Shyam and Mohan in their old profit sharing ratio. Now quickly let us do the journal entry. We will write workmen's compensation reserve account debit. What all will be credited? To workmen compensation claim. To now the account which is debited, workmen compensation reserve, this will be a total of rupees 90,000. And how much is credited or given to claim? Only rupees 45,000 is claimed. So you can write the amount of claim. What else is left? For Ram, Shyam and Mohan. How much is left for Ram, Shyam and Mohan? The remaining amount. How much is this? Ram is to Shyam is to Mohan in their old profit sharing ratio. Quickly divide 45,000 in old ratio. Come on.
And for Ram it is 20,000.
Yes.
Ram 20,000, Shyam 15,000 and Mohan 10,000.
Very nice. 20,000, 15,000 and
10,000.
yes, 10,000. This is also 45. This is also 45. 45 and 45, 90. 2. Ram's capital, Shyam's capital and Mohan's capital account. Please write full names to Ram's capital account, to Shyam's capital account and to Mohan's capital account. What will you write? You will write rupees 45,000 claimed and remaining amount rupees 45,000 claimed and remaining amount adjusted amongst the partners in old ratio and remaining amount adjusted amongst the partners in old ratio. Got it, children? Case 3 understood? This is very important to know. On this basis your journal entry will change. Reserve is bigger or claim amount is bigger. So it's better to write this. If reserve is bigger than claim or the claim is bigger than reserve. Copy down case 3, then we'll move to case 4. Shall I rub it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now let's write case 4. Now case 4 says when the claim is rupees 99,000. The situation has changed and the government compensation reserve continues to be rupees 90,000 only, whereas the amount of claim was how much? 99,000. Do you see any amount left in the reserve? No. Rather, we have a negative balance of rupees 9,000. Right? 90,000 we already had in the reserve. But what we had to pay? Rupees 99,000. How much is there that we have to pay extra? This rupees 9,000. Now let's see how we are going to adjust this. We will write workmen compensation reserve account debit. Workmen compensation reserve account debit. I hope there is no problem with this. At least this is workmen compensation reserve. Workmen compensation reserve account debit. One more thing which is to be debited, which you will do in this chapter, that is, it is based on our account known as revaluation account. Revaluation account debit, and who will be credited? We have to credit the workmen compensation claim. Workmen compensation claim account. When does this happen? This happens when the amount of claim is greater than the amount of reserve. When the amount of claim is bigger than the amount of reserve, you will write workmen compensation account debit 90,000. And claim, how much have we claimed? We have claimed 99,000. But there exists a balance of rupees 9,000. Where will this balancing figure go? This balancing figure will be dated to revaluation account. Got it? And what will we write as the narration? The shortfall of claim debited to the shortfall of claim debited to revaluation account. The shortfall of claim debited to revaluation account. Now this is not ended. This is not yet over. There is one more journal entry in this case. What will be the journal entry? You will have to adjust this additional amount with the partner's capital account also. Ram, Shyam and Mohan. Account debit to revaluation account. Is the board visible? Okay. Ram's capital account debit, Shyam's capital account debit, and Mohan's capital account debit to what? To which account? To revaluation account. And what we are going to do is, we are going to divide this 9,000 rupees in the old ratio, and Ram, Shyam and Mohan are going to bear it. $4,000, $3,000 and $2,000. Divide into 4:3:2. What will you write in the narration? Debit of amount of claim raised, debit of amount of claim raised done to partners capital account through revaluation account. Partners capital accounts debited with the amount of revaluation. A debit of partners capital account made to adjust loss on revaluation. To adjust loss on revaluation. A debit of partners capital account was made to adjust loss on revaluation. Children, is the fourth condition clear to you all? First, what we did, we passed a journal entry where reserve and claim were not equal to each other. Then what we did, the balancing amount has to be raised. So that was done through revaluation account. During revaluation, 9,000 rupees in the liability side fall short, so we raised it. Then these 9,000 rupees have to be borne by the partners as a loss. For this, partners capital account debited to revaluation account. In the chapter admission of a partner, we will pass on all the increase and decrease in assets and liabilities through revaluation account. If any liability is increasing, what will happen? If any asset is increasing, then what will happen? Or vice versa. All this is dealt in the revaluation account. Can anyone just confirm if you have copied it from the board? Case 4. Have you all done this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now what is case 5? Case 5 says a claim of 90,000 was made. Result was rupees 90,000. Claim. How much was the claimed amount? Is there anything left? No. Is there any shortfall? No. Is there any excess? No. Now in this case, the amount of reserve was equal to the amount of compensation. Please note, to get your journal entries correct, you must know how to do this. The amount of reserves is equal to the amount of compensation. Now in this case, what you are going to do is simply workmen compensation reserves account debit to, all this amount will go to workmen compensation claim. Workmen compensation claim. How much is the reserve? The reserve was 90,000 and the claim was 90,000. What will be the narration? Amount of reserve fully utilized for the payment of claim. Amount of reserve was fully utilized for the payment of claim. Yes. Any problem with the fifth one? This was a very small case. Case 5. When the amount of reserve was equal to the amount of claim. Nothing was left for the partners and total amount was taken away into the claim account. So, how have you adjusted this? In total amount of reserve utilized for the payment of claim. Is this clear to you all? Is this clear to each one of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now listen, I will be sharing the exercise section with you, the question section with you, and I want each one of you to complete till question number 13. I will be sharing the questions with you today.